Hey guys, this is Vanerost again. So, like I said, I'm gonna do a base tour. It's just gonna be a nice walk around, see the whole base. It's a nice leisurely stroll. We're not gonna leave that take a quick run through it. I'll have a good look at the base here. So, I'm at Green Ob on Ragnarok, which is gonna spell trouble for me probably because Gigas are supposed to spawn over here soon on PS4. So, with that, I upgraded my walls from stone to metal all the way around the base. They're only 4 high, though, so the thing is, Giga's not going to get over 4 walls, but it can reach and bite. So, we're going to see if there's an issue. I don't want to put the walls higher, because the base is already big enough. This was supposed to be Minas Tirith. I started building it, and it just didn't work out because of the build limit on PS4. I had to stop. I was, I don't know, like halfway up. I'll try to throw a picture at the end of this clip. I'll just add a snippet because I got a picture how far I got. And it was looking really cool. I just couldn't actually finish the build, but I did get the front gate. Like I said, this used to be all stone and 1 wall thick, and I'm gonna do some modifications when Structures Plus finally comes out. Probably make some holes and get some torches around here that turn on at night, turn off at day. That will be amazing. I'm so looking forward to that. So, main gate. These here are just, I haven't really done anything with them. They're just empty rooms, both sides. And all they do is, shoot up to the top, and you come out at the top. I'm gonna fall down, but you come out to the top, and they walk out on the side, so nothing big there. Walk in the front door, and you're greeted by this ugly mug, and then 2 signs. One that says Stables, Kibble Farm, and Taming Pen. And the other one is my workshop, cookhouse, lodging, and great hall. So we're gonna start off by heading to living area and that. So I got these little plants. PS4 doesn't have eco mods or anything like that. So plants around the base just to kind of give it a bit of color and that. I don't touch these plants. I don't take anything out of them. And then I made a nice little cemetery here. I thought I did a pretty good job. A whole bunch of tombstones. Got a couple names over here for supper. He had Cute Face and Valkyrie die on him. Cute Face, that was bad. It was a bad situation. Little Otter got mauled by a bear, basically. And then you walk around here, you got this little area back there. And then for mine, I got this stone pillar kind of in behind here because I wanted to put a picture. And I think that was the best way that I could do it, at least for right now. That's Eowyn, and I got a nice picture of her that I painted there. The only animal that I have had die on this server so far, she was taken by a Kentro, so not much I could do. I was dead. I got kicked out. There were 3 of us. We all got kicked out of the game at the same time for that large underground cave behind the castle. So it kicks you out every time you load in, and then you load back in and you're fine to go through the whole cave, and you can come out of it no problem. But every time that cave loads, you just get kicked. I don't think I've ever been in there once where it didn't kick me when it loaded, so gotta be careful when you do that. This is the cookhouse here. It's just my little cookhouse. I got 2 grills, jerky box area with preserving bins. I keep my oil in those 4 and do my jerky in these 4, but if I need lots of jerky, I got 8. 4 fridges, nothing special. Veggies, kibble, kibble eggs, meat, and jerky. And that one's jerky. And plus I got raw fish for the otter. And it's not a bad little building. Like I said, any of these buildings you guys really like or are interested in how they were done, just let me know. Most of them are pretty straightforward, but still, some of them are things that people may want to have an idea on how to build. So just ask me and I will be happy. Everything is based on Gondor from Middle-earth, from Lord of the Rings. So it's that type of build structure. I wish I could get rid of those little flaps with triangle pieces, but not yet. Might have to do some modifications when Structures Plus comes out. This is my workshop. So I'm big enough to bring an Anki or whatever I need to bring in here for the industrial forge. fabricator grinder, 3 vaults just for storage, 1 for building materials because I like to build, so I usually have a bunch of stuff on hand. Second floor, we'll get there. That's just an indoor ramp to get to the second floor, and I opened up this. Originally this was closed off, but I opened it up when I did the redesign. Under here is just a generator. That's where I put the generator for this building, and still got 5 stacks of gas, so we're good. But yeah, that's just where I put it, and you got all the guts up there of how the building was kind of designed. Little ramp here, and then this is the armory. It's not fully decorated yet. I totally want to get some stuff on the paintings on the walls or something. I haven't decided yet. Weapons and armor are there. This is all ammo. This one's technically attachments, but I mean, we don't really use them, so I gotta figure maybe something else, some other subclass I'll put in there. Through here and outside are my 2 chem benches, hence the generator because I needed it. And I can make pretty much most things I want. I could probably throw a 3rd chem bench right there if I really wanted to and just make even more stuff. But out here, this is where I make all my charcoal. I know I can make charcoal faster in the industrial grill, but I just fill this up, log out, let them all fill up the charcoal, and it sits there. And then I got this workbench here. I do use this for repairing stuff, but the workbench inside by the industrial forge, that's the one where I kind of build the majority of stuff. This is like, I build some stuff. I keep fur and pelt on there. And then just a little area landing here. Kind of makes it look like it's more lived in by putting that stuff there. And then ramp down. And then that's the workshop. Across is a house. It has storage for a dino, and it's just an empty shell. This is a house for Melvin, one of the guys on the server. He needs to come over here, and he can furnish it any way he sees fit. I did make a nice little landing up top here that he could put like a to sit up there and relax kind of thing. And then dino storage, I gotta go around and put troughs into all these, but not too shabby there. This is Supper's base right next to it that I made him. He's just a nice little house. He's the only one he's got a cabinet in here and bed, another cabinet, so nothing much in here. And he hasn't filled the cabinets. He hasn't brought an animal over. His animal park garage is back here, and you can just leave something there. And then across from him, this is the server library. I built it on mine just because I was building like crazy, and I asked everybody, and they're like, yeah, go ahead, build it. And so I built this library. This is where we keep like important blueprints for the entire server. And anything anyone needs is in here. It's made to look kind of like a library. Those are building materials. These are saddles. These ones are all blank. I haven't put anything in them. This is armor, ammo, and weapons and attachments all down here. So we keep Ascendant, Mastercraft, and Journeyman just because it's worth keeping that stuff, because maybe you don't want the Ascendant version, you just want a cheaper version of something. I don't know why, but some of the Ascendant stuff we can't make, so not until we get a replicator, which we don't have yet. Upstairs, it just looks like a library. I got a nice, huge, kind of big table here. Another fireplace is over in that corner there. Big table again, little table. And I'm just seating on a fireplace here. So again, just to make it look more lived in kind of idea. I mean, I still got to do some stuff for the walls and that and whatnot, but I'm not entirely sure what to do. Next door, animal storage is there. This is Chinese foods. I gave him this one, so huge open shell, really tall. I don't know, he could do whatever he wants in this place. He could add a second floor if he wanted to. And he's got the little loft up here above his dino storage, and that was a server safe. So, little loft above the dino storage. Nothing too fancy. And then across the way is NPC's building, which is another dino storage. I put the pillars on to kind of match his base. His base has a bridge I built him that kind of has a similar pillar thing. So I put that on there just to kind of add to his base. And then again, none of these guys have been over here yet, but they've all got these little shells that go around the dino storage, or they can furnish it any way they see fit. We're almost at the point where we're starting to do that, but we haven't done it yet. The water comes into my base back here. This is the only thing that I don't like. I gotta snap a pillar in the middle of this or something, make it look like it's not floating. And then water here, I'm gonna cover this up right to the back wall, but that's where water comes in. Probably replace it with metal too. And then this is just my little kibble paint making water house, pretty much. So that's kind of the exterior. Interior design, I'm gonna jump off the balcony. Got industrial forges there. There's charcoal materials down here for the industrial cooker there to make stuff. Up here I keep extra paint. That's all my paint. And then this one here is just black and white, because black and white is my color. And then just a little balcony on each side. And then you got the one balcony up front that you can get on. It looks kind of neat. And then some plants. And then you got some railing to kind of section off. So technically there's yards in those places, but I haven't done anything with it. Fertilizer, everyone needs a few. And then empty tower. 2 bugs makes all the fertilizer for all the plants you see and everything. I just top it up every, like once a week or so. These guys hold a ton of fertilizer on them, so they keep the whole base running. Open concept, kind of Roman design. It's kind of like the build. It's kind of designed like the building at the top of Minas Tirith. If you're looking straight at it, left-hand side down the shelf, I think like 1 floor or something at the back. It has a similar look to this. And then this is where I actually pull all my veg and stuff for kibble out of here. And then there's nothing there. Then this is just supposed to be like a walkway over to the main area. And in the middle of the base, I got my 2 wyverns over here. This is where I kind of park them. And right here, just a little ramp up to the front of the door, so that we had that Rex head sitting there above the door. Just a nice little touch. I parked my wyverns here just because convenience. I gotta find a better place for them in the courtyard, but for right now that'll work. And then little courtyard area right here. I did a big tower, and that tower was really fun to build. It wasn't too hard. In the middle, I put an industrial forge right smack in the middle of it and just filled it with gas and hit enter and just let it burn all the time. So anytime I fly by at night or anything like that, it's always burning. So it's a great little beacon for the base. That's the main hall. It's actually pretty much to scale, close to the building. That except for the pillars, of course, you can't. It's hard to do those, but it's pretty to scale of the Great Hall at the top of Minas Tirith. And I've turned it into pretty much a Great Hall. Like, I've got black pillars on the side, and then all the artifacts except the one. I still need one more. And then there's a little table for eating, and then I got the thrones. And then in this back corner, got like just a little study kind of library looking area. And then in this back corner here, this is where I log in and out when I'm playing. It's like bedroom kind of design. I think on the back wall here, the great big huge wall behind here, I think I'm going to put a bunch of pictures. I'm going to take a bunch of pictures of my valley, and I'm going to put them back there and kind of paint them. Either that, or I might do it there and there on either side, so it kind of draws the eye, because you can't really see the entire back wall, although the back wall would still look cool if it was the entire valley. I gotta figure out how to do that. It would look really cool. As for the tower, I guess I can show the inside. It's nothing. It's completely empty right now. There's nothing in it. You climb up that ladder, that gives you access to the industrial forge at the top to put gas in. And then we can come to this side. All my animal storage. This is kind of my carnivore area. Just little pens with troughs for those guys. More plants to, again, just to appearance-wise, to make it look kind of nice around here. And then this is the taming pen. I can tame pretty much anything in here. It's just a huge taming pen. And it works amazingly when it comes to taming pretty much anything. Back corner of the base, so it's not too of an issue if you miss. There's not really much. I mean, I got some walls in the way here of animals. And I mean, if something runs over and attacks the Rexes there, it's gonna die, so. And then this is the kibble farm. So, kibble farm is just, we divided up the kibble animals for everybody, so you got like 4 of them. So I drew thorny dragon, camels, turtles, and Ankies. And that's what I gather up for kibble and make it up, and everybody gathers up eggs and kibble and passes it around to each other, so everybody has a bunch of kibbles. We got Therizzinos here only because I'm collecting eggs for whales so that we can get some basilos, and parasaurs because the person with parasaurs, it was being, their parasaurs are being stubborn, they're just not laying eggs. And then this is the stables area. It's pretty much all self-contained all the way in there, and this is the only entrance. And it's kind of a contained little stable area. It's Bayorn stables. I took an Equus and I painted it all bronze, so it kind of looks like a statue. It's not too bad. It worked out okay. In here is a little Equus stable where I store my horses. I got a nice mutation on my horse that I got carrying on. This is the first horse I've made. That has to go to Supper's base. Once I get a set of fur, flak, and ammo and weapons to go over there in my little base at his place, and I'll stock it up, so all I have to do is fast travel there for adventures and whatnot. My construction crew, mammoth for wood, deer for thatch, and a doedic for stone, of course. I can make just countless building materials with these guys. It's awesome. And this is my breeding stable. So over here I breed Rexes in this big area here. Rexes or anything large that will fit in there I breed. Medium, the Therizzinos I bred in there. I breed the horses and smaller animals here. And then back in here if you want to breed like Microraptors or Dodos. Got this little area here. So nice little sectioned off areas for breeding. I kind of did a bit of a thatch flooring to make it feel more like a stable in almost every building, but I kept the stone exterior for the stone walls and that. Works out not bad. Little aesthetic tower attached to this building. It's completely hollow. There's nothing in there. You can't even get into it. It's no door. At least I don't think there's a door. I don't think I put a door on it. No, no door. And then this is kind of where I keep my other animals that I use all the time, like RG, griffins. I got my sheep in here. Dodos are in here. Thanks for the eggs. Gladly take a bunch of the dodo eggs. 1, 2 there. A couple wolves, my Anki, and there's my little otter and little guy's shoulder pets. And over here I have this little fenced-in area where I actually raise animals that I hatch or breed. They raise here. I got the troughs for them, and a bunch of air conditioners. I hatch them here. One fridge for eggs, one fridge is filled with berries, and it works great. It's a nice little hatching area. So what I'm gonna do now is a real quick kind of like fly above. You can kind of see how big the base really is. I mean, it feels really big when you're walking around, but it actually is kind of big, I guess. And I got one more thing to show you guys, and then I'll cut this video short there. So there's the whole layout of the base. So you can see you kind of come in the front gate there, and then if you go that way, you got the stable area with the taming pen and dino storage, and over there you can see the cemetery, the workshop, and the living quarters with the great hall in the middle. So it's really nice. I love the area is completely flat. It works out worked out just amazing when it came to building here. For Minas Tirith, it would have been great. Like I said, I'll try to put a picture at the end just so you guys can see how far I got before I had to stop. It would have looked amazing. Probably would have been as tall, if not taller, than that mountain behind, which would have been great. So we'll see what happens when Gigas show up, but as of right now, we're good. And the last thing to show you guys real quick over here, I'm gonna build, I'll actually make a video when I build it, because my next build's coming up. I'm gonna build a little port down here in this little culvert, but my ship's down here. I got Amber is down here, and it's just like kind of like a take on a Viking longship. Fabricators are on there because I used this ship to go over to where the meteor crashed over there and gather polymer and make polymer and that. But yeah, this is the Viking longship that I made, so it's really cool. A couple of ideas came from some other YouTubers. Some stuff on here does come from other YouTubers that give me inspiration, or some are just a complete straight copy. This one was kind of a mixture. I took some stuff that Unite the Clans UTC, what he did, and I kind of altered it a little bit to build that, and then this came along. It looks amazing and it works really well. I really liked how it turned out. Actually took me all day to build it because I had to, like, I built it and then something happened, something glitched. No matter what I did, I could not fix this little glitch that happened, so I had to rip the whole thing down and restart because it wouldn't let me fix the glitch. The ceilings were snapping sideways and it just wasn't working, but it turned out really well when I finished it, so very happy. And then over here, like I said, I'm going to come down here with some stuff and I'm going to build a little port right here, just because this little spot right here looks amazing. If you, it's all fairly level from here all the way around the edge, but then it dips down and it's just a nice little basin right here, which would be perfect for a port. And to stop leads from coming to kill me, I think I'm going to put some pillars across that open area over there, and then bring the pillars up high enough that a lead can't follow the ship in, but low enough that my ship can just, you know, skim right over it and get into safety. So not a very large port, but large enough probably. I mean, it's going to be from like probably halfway out there and all the way around. So yeah, it's definitely going to be large enough. So it'll still be a big project. So that's generally Gondor right now. The valley up there is pretty much what I own there. Gonna put a little port here. There's a water base that I built, but I'm gonna cut this video now. We'll go through. I'll do an actual like server base tour. Maybe I'll do like a base tour every once in a while when people are kind of got things going on, and I'll shoot over there. I'll do a base tour for somebody who's finished something off and be like, this is Supper's base, or this is Camino's base. This is what it looks like so far. Just keep everybody updated on everyone's base. I would do a whole server flyby just to show you everyone's base, but by the time I fly base to base to base, I mean, I don't want the video to be crazy long for YouTube, so I'm going to cut this one pretty much right here. Just going to land. I'll let the base load in. I mean, it's not too shabby when it loads in. Like, I'll let you watch here. We're going to lose frames, and I apologize for that. But for PS4 and the size of the base that I have, I give it a couple of seconds. You fly in slow. You let the whole place render. And this is the only time that you actually get a framiness, is when the base is rendering. Once the base is rendered, I have not experienced any lag inside my base. But because it takes this long to render it in for the first place, I'm hoping with the Giga situation I can keep it under control and I don't have to raise those walls like 4 more high to make like 8 high or something, or 10 high or something, to make sure Gigas can't even be an issue, because I just think that will eat up more frames and lag, and it would just be that much of a more pain getting to your base. I mean, this isn't bad though. It loads up. It's got a really nice feel to it, but I think I am pretty much done this base. Like, I want to do some aesthetic stuff. Like I said, I want to decorate some walls. I'm probably going to put, I don't know, at least 50 more crop plots around here to make it brighten the place up a bit. I really wish we had eco mods where I could throw some trees in certain spots, and that would really look amazing. But sadly, I don't have that option. So for now, we will just do plants and crop plots, and I mean, it adds some nice color to the base and stuff like that. So if I can get some bushes around like the buildings to make them look a little more lived in, maybe put like a garden here, a garden there, connect that walkway where it's just the scattered 1, 2, 3, 4 on the left, those 4 crosses where you got all those. Maybe I can put some bushes along the railing behind, so it's like people's backyards are bushed, almost like a hedge. People's backyards are bushed off, but the railing there keeps the line for heading to the main hall. So something like that. But I think I've rambled enough. I will get this video up and run for you guys, and like I said, look at the end of it. There will be a picture, hopefully. If it doesn't let me do the picture and I gotta figure out how to do it, then I apologize if there is no picture there, but hopefully I can get a picture so you guys can see what Minas Tirith was going to look like, because it really did look fairly impressive if I didn't hit a build limit. So anyways, guys, enjoy. I hope you enjoyed the base tour, and like I said, let me know if there's anything that you guys really liked and would like a tutorial, or just even for me to run through how I built it. I could even just build it on the base and then rip it down again. Other than that, guys, have a good one, and thanks for watching.